Ever since he was a child, Tom was scared of blood. Even an ordinary cut was a nightmare for the boy. As years went by, Tom grew up as a brave teenager. He stood up for his friends, climbed trees, and jumped off bungees. But he still avoided the sight of blood as much as he could. Overall, it wasn't a big deal. All he had to do was be careful with sharp objects and watch where he steps. Not much happened for a long time, and Tom even began to forget about his fear of blood. But one day, everything changed. That morning began with terrible news. Tom's older brother was in a car accident, and the doctors were fighting for his life for several hours. Tom ran into the hospital, his heart pounding. His parents were already there. A couple hours later, a doctor came to them. He said, "It's a complicated situation, but there is a chance. We need blood urgently." But Tom and his parents froze. The doctor went on, "He has a rare blood type. It takes too long to find donors. We need a family member." There was a silence. Parents turned to Tom. He knew he had the same blood type, but he was scared to do it. Everything was blurry in Tom's head. Only in his worst dream could he imagine seeing his blood flowing. For an hour, the young man sat in fear. His brain was just replaying the word blood. When the doctor informed him that everything was ready, Tom's heart was pounding so hard, it seemed it would jump out of his chest. As if in a dream, he sat down on a donor chair and watched his blood fill a special pouch. The minutes lasted forever. There was a battle of great fear and self-loathing in his heart. How can a man be scared to donate blood? But Tom managed to take control of himself because he realized that he was the only hope. When everything was over, Tom went out into the hallway. His parents were already waiting for him. Overwhelmed by his own struggle with fear rather than the process, Tom fell into a chair. He wasn't scared anymore, but he still hated himself for being a coward. Suddenly, his father took his hand. He knew how hard it was for his son to do this. Tom looked up at his dad, and Dad said, "Son, you're the bravest person I know." Tom cried out angrily, "What do you mean? All this time I was shaking like a baby. I'm a coward." Then his dad smiled and said, "No, you are a real daring man. You just don't know one detail. You see, my blood matched too, but I couldn't get over my phobia." Even though you felt fear, you were able to overcome it and didn't give up on your loved one. True courage is not the absence of fear. True courage is the ability to control yourself in moments of fear without submitting to it.